Hi guys, it's Kath, and from Simple Reflect and Early Years Programming Mastermind, and I'm on a mission to help early childhood educators shine. Now, as you come on, say hi. You know how much I love to see who's here with me, or say hi in the replay. I've just popped off a live stream in in our free group, Shine as an Educator. This weekend there seems to be a lot of new educators that have popped in there and started to connect, and it's really motivating to connect with new educators or educators that have been around for a while that are wanting to chat about their practice, chat about their programming. I find it really motivating and interesting, and if you're not in that group, then I'll pop the link at the bottom of this live stream because it might be for you. I've just been talking about the two main things that I want for that group, and the two main commitments that I have made this year. And the first being to really recognise that some educators are isolated and do what we can to stop the isolation in early childhood education with our educators. And the other is around our programming. And I find that educators are constantly talking to me about the struggles with their programming, how much they don't like it, how much they hate it, how much they can't make it valuable. And if your program is any of those things, then we really need to look at it. We really need to revisit it, and we really need to work out a way that works for you. So I really did struggle with my programming for a lot of years, and I think especially with the amount of changes that has happened over sort of a 10-year, but realistically I've been an educator for just over 20 years, and the massive change over that time is really significant. And to keep ourselves updated and really knowing what we are doing as educators is super, super important. Now, I did struggle with my programming. I have tried a lot of different ways to make my programming work for me. And realistically, I think I just kept experimenting. I just kept trying lots of different ways to try and find what worked for me. So I still change it up. I still change it up a lot. If I find that something's not quite working for a particular child, then I will change what I'm doing for that particular child. But I actually enjoy that. I enjoy the challenge of making it work, and I enjoy the challenge of changing it so that it really does work with a particular child or with a particular experiences that we're doing this week. And I know that a lot of educators just like to get it done, and absolutely we are time poor. I think we have to recognise that. Sometimes it is not easy to spend an extra snippet of time on what we're doing. We just want it done. But we do have to remember that, yes, we want it super easy, and yes, we want it to be able to be done quickly, but it needs to be meaningful. It needs to be valuable to the children in our setting. It needs to connect back to the families and the community. We can't just slap down anything. It's just a waste of our time. It's a waste of a parent that's then going to read it. And it's not the commitment that we have. It's not honouring the commitment that we have to the children in our care. So I did want to just pop on and remind you of how important your programming really is, and that if you haven't found a way that works for you, then change it up a bit. discussions that I've had with educators over the last couple of weeks have been one around the different types of mind mapping, and two, the use of Simple Reflect, of course, because that's what I do and specialise in. And so I realised I haven't put out anything on what we're doing over the next 2 weeks. So this week coming up, we have another webinar. And the webinar will be specifically on using Simple Reflect in your family daycare setting. So I obviously love to use Simple Reflect. I find it saves me time. I'm confident with it. It gives me the ability to very quickly and easily share and keep parents up to date, and that is probably one of the main things that that I'm really proud of, that it really does enable educators without taking extra time to keep parents up to date with where their children are. So this week, I think on Wednesday evening, we will do that webinar. I will be using Zoom, but I will put the link in the group. So there's no sign up. There's no need to sign up for that. You can just click on the link and come and see as little or as much as you want of that webinar. The other thing that we've got coming up is a 4-day boot camp, a 4-day programming boot camp, and that will be very much specifically for mind mapping. So if you haven't used mind mapping yet and you haven't just given it a go, tested it out, then that may be something that you will benefit from as well. I would love to know what different ways you are using to program. I know a lot of educators still use the diary. Some educators are using a template from their scheme. Some educators are using digital forms of programming, which I totally recommend. Keep finding one until you find one that works for you, because it does save time. It does give you a very professional look, and it does enable you to connect with parents and families and send through those emails as well, so that they can read them when it suits them. So that is the two things that we've got coming up. The 4-day bootcamp, programming bootcamp, will be in the Early Years Programming Mastermind. So if you're not in that, you may like to check that out. I think this month it is $9.95 for the first month, and then moving forward, there is 9 programs in there, and over 20 trainings. So if you are looking for more trainings that are really cost effective and really individualised for early childhood educators, then that might be something that you would like to check out as well. So I will pop those links in below. Let me know if you have any other questions. Pop them in the comments below. I will come back and check them later. And remember to shine. Bye, guys.